Hi, I'm Richard Jeffries from Newbridge Financial Services. In this really short video, I'm just going to take you through what we call the 4 L's of lending. So this is a process that we follow with all our clients who are looking to purchase property and are looking to arrange finance for that purchase. So when we talk about the 4 L's, the first part that we look at to establish how much you can borrow and what your options are is understanding what your level is. When we talk about your level, we're referring to what sort of deposit you have available or you will require in the future, what your borrowing power is with regards to the institutions that will offer you a mortgage or a home loan, and how your stability and conduct will look to those lenders when you do make an application. So we start with your level. The first part, as we mentioned, is your deposit. So most banks will accept a minimum of a 5% deposit. However, you may have seen from some of our other videos that will mean you do pay mortgage insurance. If you want to avoid mortgage insurance, for the majority of people, you'll need to come up with a 20% deposit of the purchase price. So if you're looking at a house for $500,000, you need to come up with 20% being $100,000, and on top of that you would need to cover the stamp duty and any other costs involved. So it's 20% plus the costs on top of that you need to come up with. When we look at the next section being your borrowing power, what the banks and lenders are looking at there is they're looking at how your income compares versus your expenses. So income being what you earn from your salary or the day-to-day work you do, or if you're self-employed, what you earn from your business. The expenses, they're referring to any loans that you currently have in place, but also what your monthly living expenses are. So they'll ask you for a fairly detailed budget on what you spend on groceries, entertainment, utilities, all those items, so they can try and establish, okay, whatever you have left over at the end of every month, how does that figure equate to what sort of loan you can afford? And finally, they want to look at your stability and conduct. So when we talk about stability, we're referring to how long you've been in your job. If you're self-employed, have you been doing that for 2 years, which is usually a minimum for most banks? And your conduct, they're referring to, okay, have you been paying your current loans on time? So any personal or car loans that you might have in place at the moment, have you been repaying those on time? There's no defaults or late payment fees, which they really don't like to see. And with your everyday spending account, you haven't been overdrawing on your account and all that sort of type of thing for the last 3 months. So usually they're looking at your conduct on accounts for the 3 months before you submit an application, in most cases. Once we ascertain and work out, okay, that's what your borrowing power is and that's what lenders would be able to lend you, we then look at, okay, what loan type is going to be best for you. And this is where we can go into a bit more detail on, okay, is a variable rate going to be better for you, your circumstances, or a fixed rate home loan? Do you require an offset account? All those sort of mechanical things behind a home loan. Once we work out your loan type, we can then move to which lender is going to be most competitive for you. So it's important to start with this because all banks really do offer the same type of loans. So if you work out, okay, that's the type of loan that's going to suit me best, then you can come down to the lender and go, all right, who's the most competitive for the type of loan that I require? Once you've established that, you then move to the lodgement part of the process where your documentation's collated, your personal details via an application form and lodged to the lender or bank that you're chosen, and you're seeking pre-approval or a full approval at this stage if you've found a property. The pre-approval process usually takes anywhere between 2 to 5 working days, and once you have that, that will give you 3 months to then go and buy a property before that pre-approval expires with most banks. So that's the 4 L's of lending that we walk all our clients through. If you'd like to know a little bit about what your level is or your borrowing power in particular, or just any options at all or questions you might have in regards to finance, You can reach us via our website at www.nbfs.com.au. All our phone numbers and email details are available there. But I'm Richard Jeffries, and really hope that this has been informative and helpful for you.